All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Epic Basketball League in 1971-72 Championship Finals. It is Game 7. It is the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers, and it is for all the marbles here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming by to check out tonight's Game 7 and all of the great action that we have seen throughout the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season. After 20 games for each team and after all three tiers of playoffs and a 3-3 tie in the finals, it all comes down to this. As the Chicago Bulls invade the LA Forum to take on the Los Angeles Lakers with everything on the line, as we get ready to kick things off here in Los Angeles. Lakers will be favored by 4 in this game. And as we get things rolling here, I will warn you that I have been suffering from some allergies this week and a little cough. So I've got a glass of water here at my side. But it is Game 7, and I am going to make it through tonight's broadcast. We have seen Michael Jordan play through illness. We've seen the great Giannis Antetokounmpo play through series after series on a hyperextended knee. So a little bit of an allergy isn't going to stop me from bringing you Game 7 here tonight from Los Angeles. The starting lineups are as they have always been throughout the series. For the visiting Bulls, the very physical and defensive-minded backcourt of Norm Van Leer and Jerry Sloan, accompanied by the high-scoring forward duo of Chet Walker and Bob Love, and the big man inside, Tom Burwinkle. And for the Lakers, it is the superstar backcourt of Jerry West and Gail Goodrich, Jim McMillan at the small forward, Happy Hairston at the power forward, and the big man inside, the legendary Wilt Chamberlain. Those are your principals. The starting lineups have been announced. The players are on the court. It's time for Game 7. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ball game. The ball is in the air, and the tip is won by Chicago. The Bulls on offense led by the very capable point guard Norm Van Leer. Moving from right to left on your computer screen as Van Leer sets up the offense. He swings it down to Bob Love inside. Love working down low into paint against Happy Hairston. On the block, his turnaround jump shot is good. And we've got our first basket of the night. 2-0 Chicago on top, as LA takes possession for the first time in the game. And they're going to look inside to Happy Hairston down low. He comes off a screen. He's got a mismatch down low against Sloan. He lays it up and good.
Happy Hairston.
And we are tied at 2. 2-2 is your score. The Bulls and Lakers getting things started here in quarter number 1. It is Game 7. And the Bulls have the basketball in the hands of Van Leer. He looks on the wing to Walker. Walker from the free throw line puts it up and good. Both teams looking good on offense the first couple of possessions as the Bulls take a 4-2 lead. Back come the Lakers. It's in the hands of West. He gets it over to Goodrich on the outside. Goodrich comes off a screen. He's got an open look, and he buries that one. We are tied at 4 in the opening minute. Both teams 2 for 2 from the field as the adrenaline is running hot. Chicago with the basketball now. They go inside once again to Love. Love right under the net. Lays it up and good.
Love.
Bulls on top 6-4. Lakers back on offense with West. Facing off against Van Leer. West is going to opt for the outside jumper, but he has it tipped away and stolen by Van Leer. One of the great defenders of the league is Van Leer. He runs the fast break the other way, takes the give and go from Sloan.
Van Leer.
Van Leer lays it up and good, and Chicago quickly on top 8-4. Bulls over the Lakers. West once again with the possession. This time he's going to try and get into the lane. He drives. He dumps it off to Goodrich. It's knocked out of bounds off of Goodrich. Chicago basketball. 2 turnovers now on consecutive possessions for the Lakers. And the Bulls are off to the early lead, silencing the late arriving Los Angeles crowd. As Van Leer brings the offense back. And once again, they look inside to Bob Love. He is very active in the opening moments. And he scores again.
From
Chicago has started this game off 5 for 5 from the field. And quickly they lead 10-4. Lakers need to get something going here on the offense after a couple of turnovers. They get the ball down low to Hairston. Hairston working inside against Bob Love. Steps out to the perimeter for a jump shot. That's no good. Rebound taken for Los Angeles for Chicago by Tom Burwinkle. Bulls looking to open up the lead. They go down inside to Love once again. He is somebody they're going to pound the ball to him tonight. Now he steps out to the baseline and drills the 15-footer from the baseline. It's 12-4, and Love has 8 of the first 12 points for Chicago. Bulls are opening up here to get things started in quarter number 1. Leading 12-4. Here's West on the perimeter. Looks to distribute. Finds Chamberlain down low. Chamberlain with his first touch of the night. Defended by Burwinkle. Throws it away. Another Los Angeles turnover. Here come the Bulls the other way, and they are going to slow things down. As Jerry Sloan smartly pulls the ball back, allowing the Bulls to set the offense. Leading by 8 here in the early going. 12-4. As Van Leer has it out on top. And Van Leer is going to look to distribute. On the perimeter. Can't find an open teammate. Forces up a jump shot around the iron and out. And the Bulls have finally missed their first shot of the game. 6 for 7 from the field is Chicago. West and Goodrich are going to run the ball back the other way in transition. West dribbles to his right. Takes it into the lane. Sends it cross court to Goodrich. Goodrich lays it up and good.
Gail Goodrich from West.
Gail Goodrich now with 4 points. And the lead for LA, the deficit for LA has been cut to 6. It's 12-6, Chicago with the lead and the basketball. Van Leer again calls his own number. Looks inside to Sloan. Throws it away. The Laker defense rises to the occasion again. That's a turnover. LA gets another possession. Looking to cut further into this lead. Trailing by 6, they go to Hairston on the baseline. Hairston with the baseline jump shot is good. Nice little fadeaway
from West.
Give the assist to Jerry West. The score is 12-8. Chicago in the lead, 12-8 in possession. Burwinkle has it on the baseline. That's not where he likes to operate. He's going to try and send it cross court to Chet Walker. But the shot by Walker falls short, and Jim McMillan takes the rebound for Los Angeles. LA on the comeback trail. West has it out on top. He comes off a screen. He's got an open look, and he buries it.
Jerry West from Goodrich.
Nice pass to set that up by Goodrich. And just that quickly, it is a 2-point game. Chicago with a 12-10 lead. And the basketball as we approach the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. The ball's in the hands of Burwinkle. He's working against Chamberlain inside. Once again, he wants to find Walker. This time Walker gets a good pass down low. Can't get the shot to fall. And Burwinkle takes the offensive board for the Bulls. Burwinkle with a putback attempt. There's a scramble. It's knocked away. West gets his hands on it, tries to call timeout, but he's tied up, and we will have instead a jump ball. Chicago with the lead, 12-10, as Van Leer and West will jump it up. 8 minutes, 12 seconds to play here in the first quarter. The toss is in the air, and it's controlled by Chicago. Bulls have the basketball and a fresh 24 seconds to work with. They run the motion offense. They get it to Sloan on the outside, working against Goodrich. We know what Sloan loves to do. He loves to power his way into the lane against Goodrich. He gets to the hoop. He lays it up and good.
Sloan, from Van Lier.
Nice setup by Van Lier. And Chicago goes back on top by 4, 14-10. Lakers with the basketball with West. Top of the key, working against Van Lier. Steps around Van Lier, gets into the lane, and he's knocked to the floor by Burwinkle. That one is called on the floor, so it'll just be one shot for Jerry West, as we're about to see our first free throw of tonight's contest. Shot by West is up and good. The lead is now 3, 14-11 in favor of the visiting Bulls. Bulls with the basketball. They get it down low once again to Bob Love. Love very effective in the early part of the game. He cannot hit this time. It rims around and out. And Jerry West grabs the rebound for Los Angeles. Laker basketball going the other way. In the corner is McMillan. He launches the shot. It's offline and rebounded by Van Lier for Chicago. Bulls come back the other way. Once again, they get it to Sloan. Sloan works his way into the lane. Stutter steps. He's cut off by Hairston this time. The short jump shot is no good. The rebound is tipped around and finally taken out of there by Gail Goodrich. LA basketball, still trailing by 3. It's in the hands of West. From the outside, tries to get it inside to Chamberlain, but it gets away from Chamberlain, out of bounds for another turnover. Bulls now have the ball and the lead, 14-11, under 7 minutes to play first quarter. Around the outside they go. Walker has it now on the inside. Walker works his way into the paint, shoots over McMillan. That's no good. Sloan takes the offensive rebound. Sloan with a putback attempt off the glass. That's out and no good, and Chamberlain takes the rebound for LA. Both teams have cooled off just a bit here. But Chicago maintains a 3-point lead as West brings the Lakers back the other way. He finds Goodrich on the perimeter. Goodrich with another look at a jump shot. That one's offline, and the rebound is taken by Van Lier. Chicago wants to run the other way. They've got numbers in transition. Van Lier in the lead, dribbles to his left, takes it into the lane, cross-courts it to Sloan. Sloan drives the baseline, lays it up and good.
From Van Lier.
That puts Chicago up by 5, 16-11. As West brings the Lakers the other way. His jump shot falls short. The rebound is taken out of there by Hairston. Hairston with the putback attempt in close. And it's blocked. Burwinkle got a piece of that one. Van Lier takes the rebound for the Bulls. Chicago with another possession now and a 5-point lead. Inside they go once again to Love. Down low on the baseline. Shot no good. Sloan with an offensive rebound for the Bulls. Sloan pump fakes. He shoots and misses. Gets his own rebound again. Sends it back out to the top to Van Lier, and the Bulls will reset. Under 6 minutes to play now in the first quarter. And the score is Chicago 16, LA 11. Burwinkle with the basketball now inside, working against Chamberlain. Chamberlain is all over him on the defensive side. He tries to get it out to Love. They swing it around to Van Lier. And Van Lier buries the jump shot. Nice looking shot for Norm Van Lier. He's got 4 points. Chicago back on top by 7, 18-11. Lakers need to get the offense in gear as they get it into the hands of West. West picked up this time by Sloan. His outside jump shot is no good, and the rebound is taken by Burwinkle. Lakers back quickly in transition defense. Chicago unable to run, so Van Lier's going to slow things down and set it up at the top of the key. Once again, he looks inside for Love. They get it to Walker on the baseline, and Walker is fouled by McMillan. That's the first foul on Los Angeles tonight, and it will be one free throw for Chet Walker. Chet the Jet has had a fine series for the Bulls. He hits the free throw. And it is now 19-11, Chicago with the lead. Lakers coming back on offense. They look outside to Goodrich. Goodrich trying to find space. Guarded very well by Sloan. Goodrich steps to his right, pulls the trigger and scores.
From McMillan.
Nice shot by Goodrich. He leads the Lakers with 6 points, but LA still trails by 6, 19-13. Now 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Van Leer with the basketball. Working on West. West, an excellent defender in his own right. Van Leer steps to his
Van
left,
Leer.
comes off a screen, takes the 15-footer, and scores it. Nice looking shot there by Norm Van Leer as Chicago continues to blister the nets. They are 10 of 19 from the field to open this one, and they have once again opened up an 8-point lead, equal to their largest of the night. West trying to make something happen for Los Angeles. Dribbles into the lane, sends it out to Goodrich. It's knocked away out of bounds for another turnover. The Bulls now lead by 8 and have the basketball. 21-13, 4:40 to play in the first, as the Bulls are taking control here in the first quarter. But the game is 4 quarters long, and the Lakers will, without a doubt, make a run at some point and get back into this one. The pass is going to go to Chet Walker on the outside. He drives. Chamberlain cuts him off, and the shot by Walker is no good. Rebound taken out of there by Chamberlain for the Lakers. LA gets the stop. Can they convert on the offensive end? They go down low to Chamberlain. He's forced out away from the basket. He's going to dump it down low. Great pass to McMillan. McMillan with the layup is good.
Jim McMillan from West.
First basket of the night for Jim McMillan. Cuts the lead to 6 with 4:19 to play in the first. Chicago comes back, and on the baseline, they get it into the hands of Love. Love with the baseline jump shot is good. He is on fire.
Love from Van
He's got
Leer.
10 points here in the first period. Chicago back on top by 8. 23-15 is your score. LA gets it into the hands of McMillan. McMillan from the wing takes a perimeter jump shot, and that's good.
Jim McMillan from West.
Nice looking shot there. Lakers shooting 57% from the field, but they've got those 5 early turnovers that have contributed to this 6-point deficit. Chicago now once again in possession. They get it to Sloan. Sloan bullies his way into the lane, collides with Chamberlain. His shot is no good, but Chamberlain is going to be called for the foul, and the crowd did not like that call. Sloan will shoot 2. As Chamberlain still has a few opinions to express to the referees. Sloan misses the first shot, and the horn sounds, and we will see substitutions coming into the game. Jim Clemens to run the point. Flynn Robinson at the shooting guard. Pat Riley at the small forward. John Trapp at the power forward. And Leroy Ellis into the game at the center for Los Angeles. Substitutions for Chicago. Bob Weiss into the game at the point guard. Jackie Dinkins at the small forward. Howard Porter at the power forward. Clifford Ray, the big man inside. And once Sloan completes his free throws at the next dead ball, Jim King will enter the game for Chicago. Sloan missed both free throws, but Clifford Ray powers his way in to take the offensive rebound. Ray goes for the putback and scores it. Clifford Ray comes into the game and makes his presence known immediately as the Bulls go back on top by 8. 25-17 as the second units set up the offense here for Los Angeles. They get it into the hands of Robinson. Robinson loves to shoot the basketball. He guns it from outside and leaves it short this time, but he follows his shot, gains the offensive rebound, and sends it back out to Clemens for another Laker possession. Clemens looks outside once again to Robinson. This time Robinson is going to send it over to Clemens back out on top. As Clemens drives his way into the lane, takes it to the hoop and scores.
Jim Clemens from Riley.
Nice little bank shot there by Jim Clemens in the lane, and the lead is cut to 6. 25-19. Chicago on offense now led by Bob Weiss, a very capable floor manager. He takes his first shot of the ball game from the free throw line extended. Cannot get it to go. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Basketball will go back over to the Lakers. LA with a chance now to cut into the lead. As Clemens sets up the offense and looks inside to John Trapp. Trapp and Howard Porter have been battling throughout this series. Trapp gets the leaner from in
John
close
Trapp
and gets it to go.
From Clemens.
He had a big night in Game 6 with 14 points and now is on the board here as the Bulls still maintain a 25-21 lead. Los Angeles has already cut the lead in half with the second units on the floor. Under 3 minutes to play first quarter, it is Weiss coming off a screen. Has an open look and buries it from 16 feet
Weiss
out.
From Ray.
Nicely set up there by Clifford Ray to put the Bulls back on top by 6. Here's Robinson with another look from the outside. Tries to cross court it to Riley, but it's knocked out of bounds. Chicago basketball. Into the game now is King for the Bulls. It'll be Jackie Dinkins to inbound. Yeah, Dinkins sends it to Porter, gets it back. Dinkins working inside against the smaller Pat Riley. Muscles his way inside, goes to the left hand, but cannot get the shot off in time. That is a shot clock violation. Good defense on that possession by the Lakers. Lakers with the basketball now in the hands of Clemens. Clemens looking to distribute as he runs the offense. Sends it over to Robinson on the perimeter. Robinson again wants to get into the lane. He weaves through traffic, gets to the rim, lays it up, no good. Trapp takes the offensive board for the Lakers. Trapp puts it up, that's no good. And Dinkins comes out of there with it for Chicago. Bulls walk it back the other way as we hit the 2-minute mark remaining in the first period. And the Bulls still maintain that 6-point lead. Inside they go to Howard Porter. Porter shoots and scores.
Porter
Went to the left hand over Trapp. Got that one to go. Chicago back on top by 8, 29-21. As Dave Gardner has entered the chat room, although he's not sure who he's rooting for. I know who he's rooting for. He's rooting for the Buffalo Braves. But they're not likely to come away victorious here tonight, as Chicago and Los Angeles are doing battle here in L.A. Lakers with the basketball. They trail by 8. They look inside to Leroy Ellis. The short jumper around Clifford Ray is no good, and Ray takes the rebound. Ray has really acquitted himself nicely since entering the game. 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds already. And now they find Howard Porter on the inside. Comes off the screen. He's got Trapp all over him, and Trapp steals the pass. Another good defensive effort by the Lakers earns them another possession. We're under 1.5 minutes to play here in the first. The Lakers still trail by 8 as the ball is in the hands of Clemens. Clemens working on top against Weiss. Tries to get into the lane. Weaves through traffic. Goes to the left hand. Lays
Jim
it up
Clemens
and good.
From Robinson.
Nice drive there by the rookie from Ohio State. Cuts the lead back to 6, 29-23. It's been between a 6 and an 8-point game here throughout most of the first quarter, as Chicago built an early lead and has maintained it. Now we've got Chicago with the basketball leading by 6. The ball is in the hands of Jimmy King on the outside. King from the perimeter. His shot is no good, and Riley comes out of there with the rebound for the Lakers. Lakers with the basketball now in the hands of Clemens. Once again, Clemens wants to attack the glass. He works his way into the lane. Sends it out to Robinson on the release. Robinson wide open on the outside.
Clemens.
And he buries that one to cut the lead to 4. 29-25. Chicago with the lead and the basketball as we enter the final minute of play here in the first period. The ball goes to Jackie Dinkins on the wing. Dinkins wants to send it out to King. King with it against Robinson. What's he going to do? He drives, and he draws the foul on Trapp. John Trapp with the foul on the floor. It'll just be one shot for Jim King with 50 seconds to play here in the first period. The shot by King is good. That puts Chicago on top by 5, 30-25. Lakers with the basketball now, 50 seconds to play. The ball goes out to Robinson on the perimeter. He's got an open look from the baseline, and he nails it.
Flynn Robinson.
Nice looking shot there by Flynn Robinson. Cuts the lead to 30-27. 38 seconds to play now for Chicago. As the ball is out on the top of the key in the hands of Weiss. Weiss being guarded closely by Clemens. Can't find any open teammates. Takes a look at a long jump shot and nails it. Nice looking shot by Bob Weiss. And it is 32-27 Chicago. LA has the basketball. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. 24 on the shot clock. So LA should be able, for all intents and purposes, to get the last shot of the period. They're going to run the motion offense out top. They work it down to 15 seconds to play. They send it over to Robinson on the perimeter. Robinson played by King. The shot by Robinson is good. And he's fouled by King.
Flynn
How
Robinson
about that?
Scores from Clemens.
Flynn Robinson with a chance at a three-point play with 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Robinson connects on the free throw, and that makes it a 2-point game, 32-30. As we say good evening to Captain Carl in the chat room. Welcome to tonight's Game 7, the grand finale of the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season. The Chicago Bulls are on the road, trying to steal a victory and a championship from the heavily favored Los Angeles Lakers. Chicago has led most of the first quarter. In fact, LA has not yet led, but they have just cut the lead to 2 with 10 seconds to play in the quarter. And the Bulls endeavoring for a final shot of the period. They send it inside to Ray. Ray working on Ellis. Dishes it back out to Dinkins. Cross-courts it to King. It is knocked out of play, and that will end the period as the Bulls cannot get a shot off. So at the end of one, your score is Chicago 32 and LA 30. As we look at your first quarter box score, Bob Love set the tone for the Bulls with 10 points in that first period, getting the Bulls out to that early lead. The bench mob for LA brought their squad back, led by Flynn Robinson with 7 points off the bench. Goodrich with 6 for the Lakers. Your field goal percentages, both teams shot the ball well, but those 5 costly turnovers by LA, including 4 turnovers from Jerry West himself, were the key to the deficit that the Lakers experienced in the first quarter. Now we're ready to kick things off in period number 2, and let's go back to action. The tip is in the air, and it is controlled by Los Angeles. Lakers set up the offense, looking to tie the game on this possession. Clemens has it, out on top. And he sends it over to Trapp on the inside. Trapp working down low against Howard Porter. Trapp turns to his
John
left.
Trapp
Spins, shoots, and scores. And we're tied at 32. So LA has come all the way back from that 8-point deficit to tie the contest as predicted. And now Chicago wants to regain the lead. They get it into the hands of Howard Porter. Porter working on Trapp down low. We've got a stoppage in play, and it's a travel. Porter traveled with it as he went to the basket. And now LA has the basketball with a chance to take their first lead of the night. They go inside to Ellis. Ellis working down low against Big Clifford Ray. Ray knocks it away and out of bounds. LA will retain possession, 15 on the shot clock. The ball comes into Flynn Robinson on a set play, and Robinson buries the shot from the top of the key.
from Clemens.
Flynn Robinson has fired up the Lakers here tonight. He's got 9 points off the bench. And for the first time tonight, the Lakers have the lead. 34-32 is your score. As Chicago brings the ball back on offense. Outside they go to King. King working on Robinson, wants to get into the lane. He's cut off by Trapp. The shot is no good. Ray takes the offensive rebound for Chicago. Ray with the putback attempt, and he's got it swatted away and stolen by Ellis. Ball is pulled out of there by Clemens. Lakers regain possession. Lakers now with the basketball looking to expand the lead. They get it to Robinson. He beats King back down the floor, shoots off the glass, and scores.
Flynn Robinson from Trapp.
Flynn Robinson has sparked LA. He's got 11 points now off the bench, and the Lakers lead by 4. How about Flynn Robinson, the dynamic playmaker in his 6th year out of Wyoming? Chicago now trails by 4. They get the ball into the hands of Weiss. Weiss comes off the screen, has a wide open look, but he cannot connect. And Trapp takes the rebound for LA. Los Angeles wants to run. Clemens and Robinson back down the floor. Clemens drives the middle of the floor, sends it to Robinson. Robinson walked with it. Oh, they had a good opportunity there for a fast break, but Robinson got a little bit ahead of himself, and that is a turnover. That is 7 turnovers on the night for the Lakers. Bulls with the basketball now. Trailing by 4. They go inside to Porter. Porter guarded tightly by Trapp. His right-handed runner is off the rim, no good. Pat Riley takes the rebound for Los Angeles. And boy, the Lakers' second unit is playing like champions here tonight in the Forum. Here's Robinson with another open look. He comes off the screen. He's got a wide open shot, but he left it short. Off the rim, Porter takes the rebound for the Bulls. Bulls need to get something started here. They've been quiet to start the second period. They go to Howard Porter on the baseline. Porter with the baseline jump shot is good.
Porter from Dinkins.
And that ends the drought for the Bulls and pulls Chicago back to within 2. 10 minutes to go now in the second period. Lakers with the basketball leading 36-34. The ball is in the hands of Clemens. Clemens works on Weiss, crosses him over, gets into the lane, runs into Dinkins. The layup by Clemens rolls off no good, but he is fouled by Dinkins, and Jim Clemens will go to the line for 2 free throws. First shot by Clemens rolls off. Clemens hits the second, and that puts LA on top by 3. Under 10 to play as the Bulls come back the other way. Looking inside for Porter. Porter and Weiss playing a little 2-man game. They get it back inside to Porter. He posts up. The short jump shot is good.
Porter from Weiss.
Nice shot there by Porter. Pulls the Bulls back to within 1. 37-36. LA with the lead and the basketball. They go to Riley on the baseline. Riley tries to get it into the lane. Stops and pops. That shot is no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. Ball goes to Chicago. And now the Bulls have a chance to retake the lead. Back and forth we go here in Los Angeles. It's Game 7, and it's a tight one. 9:23 to play. With it on the perimeter now is Porter. He's got to look at another baseline jump shot. This time he cannot get it to fall, and Leroy Ellis takes the rebound for Los Angeles. Clemens wants to run with it again. He's got Riley on the wing. He dribbles to his right. He takes it into the lane. He lays it up, and it's off the rim, no good. Good hustle by Weiss to come back and get that rebound, and now Chicago has an opportunity with numbers going the other way. Here's the outlet to King, back to Weiss. Weiss takes it into the lane. And he's tied up by Clemens. That'll be a jump ball. What a great defensive recovery by Clemens to force the jump ball and deny the Bulls a 4-on-1 fast break opportunity. The tip is in the air for both teams. and it is controlled by Los Angeles. LA in possession, still clinging to a 1-point lead with now 9 minutes to play in the second period. The ball goes into the hands of Robinson. He had a stellar first quarter. This time not so much, as he misses the jump shot badly, and the ball goes back over to the Bulls. Bulls running the motion offense. They get it to King on the outside. King is going to pull the trigger from 16 feet out, and he nails it.
King.
Nice looking shot there by Jim King. Chicago goes back out on the lead. As JT enters the chat room and says, light crowd tonight. Is a Jeremiah Johnson movie premiere or something? I'm starting a little earlier than usual tonight, and maybe we'll chat about that at halftime or whatever, but it is certainly great to see you here tonight, JT, as the Bulls and Lakers are locked up in a very tightly contested Game 7 of the championship series of the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League. This one is for all the marbles. LA with the basketball now, trailing by 1. Inside they go to Leroy Ellis, working against Clifford Ray down low.
Leroy Ellis.
Ellis turns to his left. The short jump shot is good, and LA goes back out on top. 39-38, Los Angeles in the lead. Chicago with the basketball. They go to Dinkins. Dinkins drives the lane, lays it up, and good.
Dinkins.
Nice little
Ray.
finger roll with the left hand by Jackie Dinkins to put the Bulls back on top. As we've had a number of lead changes here just in the past couple minutes. Here is LA with it in the hands of Clemens. Clemens is tied up. He cannot get it off before the shot clock expires, and that will be a 24-second violation. Ball goes back over to Chicago. And they get it to Howard Porter on the outside. Porter with room for a baseline jump shot. No, he fakes the jump shot. Drives into the lane. The layup is no good. Trapp may have gotten a piece of that one on the defensive side. We've got a rebound for Dinkins, but a loose ball foul has been called, and that will go against Trapp. And it will be Clifford Ray stepping to the line for one shot for the Bulls. Ray, a mediocre free throw shooter, but he gets that one to go. He's got 3 points now, and the Bulls lead by 2. LA with the basketball, hoping to tie the score here under 8 minutes to play in the second period. Ball goes over to Clemens on the outside. He's got Jackie Dinkins out on top. He can get around Dinkins, he thinks. He gets into the lane. His layup is no good. And Ellis comes out of there with the rebound, but he is called for the loose ball foul. And that will be a free throw for Howard Porter on the other end. And as Porter lines up, we have the horn sounds. And into the game will come substitutions. It will be the front 5 for the Lakers, as Weston Goodrich, McMillan and Hairston, and of course the big man Wilt Chamberlain are back into the game. For Chicago, Porter will remain in the game for the time being. Burwinkle returns to action, along with Walker, Jerry Sloan, and Norm Van Leer. The free throw by Porter is good. Chicago back on top by 3 as the first unit returns for both sides. LA sets up the offense with West. He sends it to McMillan on the perimeter. McMillan from the outside leaves that one short, and Burwinkle takes the rebound for Chicago. Back come the Bulls on offense. They get it down low once again to Porter. Porter comes off a screen. He's got a mismatch inside against West, but he cannot take advantage. He is hacked on the play, though, and he will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Porter connects on the first, but that will be wiped away on the basis of a lane violation. Who commits a lane violation on the first free throw of a pair? I don't know, but Porter missed the second, and the rebound is taken down by Chamberlain. Missed opportunity there for the Bulls. LA with the basketball. They still trail by 3 as they get it into the hands of Goodrich. Goodrich wants to attack. He gets around Sloan. He gets into the lane. There's a whistle, and Goodrich is called for the offensive foul. Tough defense there by Jerry Sloan. he is one of the all-time greats. As Bob Love now returns to action for Chicago, and both starting units now are intact for the final 7 minutes, 13 seconds of quarter number 2. The ball goes to Sloan on the outside. Sloan working against Hairston now on the switch. He's going to try and find Walker. Walker posting up on McMillan. His short jump shot is good.
From Van Lier.
And the Bulls' first unit picks up right where they left off, building a lead against the Laker Stars. And we've talked about what a tough matchup this is for the Lakers because their two best offensive threats, Jerry West and Gail Goodrich, are being manned by two of the best defenders in the league in Norm Van Lier and Jerry Sloan. Here we've got it in the hands of McMillan on the outside. McMillan has Sloan on him on the switch. He's going to try and find Goodrich. Goodrich with the drive to the basket. He's fouled by Burwinkle, and he will earn a trip to the free throw line. Goodrich had 6 points in the first quarter, looking for his first point of the second, and it's good. It's a 4-point game, 44-40 in favor of the Bulls. We're now under 7 minutes to play before halftime. Out on top, they get it in the hands of Van Lier. He comes off the screen, swings it over to Sloan, gets it back, playing a two-man game with Burwinkle on the outside. Van Lier from the perimeter rumbles down the lane. Chamberlain goes down, and we have got a whistle and a foul, and that is going to be called on Jim McMillan, as McMillan fouled Van Lier trying to get into the lane, and that is 3 fouls on Jim McMillan. Van Lier will get 1 free throw, but more importantly, McMillan is going to have to leave the contest, and he will be replaced in there by Pat Riley. So that is a costly blow to the Lakers here in quarter number 2, losing Jim McMillan to foul trouble. Van Lier with a rare miss at the free throw line. Chamberlain takes the rebound for LA. Lakers come back the other way, still trailing by 4. With it on the outside is Hairston. He's going to take a shot from the baseline against the defense of Bob Love. The shot is blocked by Love. Tipped away and cleared out of there by Hairston. Gets his own rebound, sends it out to West. Lakers still with 13 on the shot clock. West is going to weave his way into the lane. He stops, he pops, he scores.
Jerry West from Goodrich.
Nice shot by West, pulls the Lakers to within 2. It is 44-42. Chicago with the lead and the basketball. They get it to Sloan. Sloan likes to attack. He is cut off by Chamberlain on his drive. His jump shot falls short, but Van Lier sneaks in for the offensive board for the Bulls, and they will reset the offense. Sloan with it now inside against Goodrich. He's going to try and find Love. Doesn't everybody want to find Love? It's a fantastic pass to Love, and Love drops it in.
Love from Van Lier.
Nice improvisation for Chicago on that possession as they found Bob Love wide open for the layup and a 4-point lead. We've now reached the midway point of the second period with Chicago on top 46-42. Here's Hairston working hard down low against Love. That's a tough matchup for Happy Hairston in there. He's going to try and kick it out to the perimeter to Goodrich. Goodrich takes it into the rim, and he's called for another charge. That is twice now in rapid succession that Gail Goodrich has gotten a little too excited about trying to get into the painted area and has been called for the charge. Chicago with the basketball leading by 4. The open man inside is Love. Works his way into the lane, draws the double team. His shot is no good, but Hairston got him on the hand, and that will put Love at the free throw line, and that will put the Bulls into the bonus for the remainder of the second quarter. We haven't seen a whole lot of free throws tonight, but we'll probably see more here down the stretch in the second period. As Love hits the first, misses the second, and the rebound is taken by Chamberlain. Chicago now leads by 5 as LA comes back to the offense. Goodrich this time is going to try the open jump shot, but we've got an illegal defense warning issued to Chicago. One more of those will be a technical foul, but the Lakers will now inbound once again and try to get some offense going here. This time they're going to work it down inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain rolls to the basket. Oh, gets a nice pass from West, lays it up and good. Those are the first points of the night for Los Angeles. But the Lakers still trail by 3, 47-44. As Chicago comes back the other way. They've got Norm Van Leer. He comes off a screen. He's got to look from the perimeter. He puts it on the floor, and he's called for the offensive foul. My goodness, both the defenses have created the proverbial brick wall into the lane, and neither team has been able to attack with much success here in the second period. Ball goes back over to LA, but they still trail by 3. The pass on the baseline goes to Riley. Bob Love picks him up on the switch. Riley looks for help. Can't find an open teammate. Pulls the trigger. The shot is no good, and the rebound is taken by Burwinkle. Burwinkle comes the other way looking for Love. Love gets it on the inside. His jump shot is good.
From Burwinkle.
Chicago back on top by 5, 49-44. Lakers in possession. Once again, they look down low to Chamberlain. Working against Burwinkle inside. This layup is no good. But Burwinkle fouled him, and that is 3 on Burwinkle. That'll send Chamberlain to the line for 2 free throws. And Chamberlain gets the first to go. A rare occurrence for Will Chamberlain to make a free throw. Back into the game for the Bulls is Clifford Ray, replacing Burwinkle in the foul trouble. And for the Lakers, we're going to have John Trapp come back into the game to replace Pat Riley, who is ready for a rest. Second free throw by Chamberlain is offline, and the rebound is taken out of there by Jerry Sloan. Chicago with the basketball now leading by 4. They go to Love on the perimeter. His jump shot from the baseline is too strong, and Jerry West takes the rebound for the Lakers. Lakers come back the other way with West. Working on Van Leer. Tries to get into the paint. Sends it over to Hairston. Gets it back. The double team comes over. West misses the jump shot, but he is fouled on the play by Clifford Ray. And it will be free throws. Actually, Hairston will be stepping to the line for a pair of free throws for the Lakers. The first shot is around and out. Lakers only 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The Bulls only 5 of 10. Hairston hits the second, and that cuts the lead to 3. We're under 4 minutes to play here in the second period. Chicago with the basketball leading 49-46. Chicago runs a motion offense. They get Van Leer open on top. Looking to distribute. Matched up against Jerry West. Can't find a teammate. Takes the shot. That's no good. West takes the rebound. Back come the Lakers. They get it to Goodrich on the outside. Goodrich is going to wants to pull the trigger. No, he sends it inside to John Trapp.
John
and Trapp
Trapp
hits the layup.
From Goodrich.
Goodrich looked like he was thinking about pulling the trigger. Drew the defense, found Trapp all by himself inside, and that brings the Lakers back to within 1. 49-48 is your score. Chicago basketball, they get it into the hands of Sloan. Sloan looks for help. Sends it to Van Leer. Van Leer gets it over to Walker. Walker explodes to the basket. There's a whistle, and Walker exploded onto Trapp and is called for the offensive foul. That gives the ball back to the Lakers. With 3.5 to play, the Lakers have a chance to regain the lead. West directing traffic. They get it inside to Trapp. Trapp working on Walker inside. His turnaround jump shot is good.
John
and the
Trapp
Lakers are back on top.
West.
8 points off the bench for John Trapp. Puts LA ahead 50-49 as we hit the 3-minute mark to go in the second period. The ball is in the hands of Sloan. Sloan wants to attack. From the perimeter, he takes it into the lane, goes to his right, His shot is blocked. Hairston got that one. Ray tips it up, and Ray grabs the rebound. Ray tries the putback. And he converts it, and he is fouled
Ray
by
scores.
Hairston. Clifford Ray with a stellar inside play there, grabbing that rebound in traffic, getting the hoop and the harm, and he will get one shot at the line. And he converts that, and that puts Chicago back on top by 2. 52-50 is your score after the three-point play the old-fashioned way by Clifford Ray. How poetic is that? Laker basketball with West. Directing traffic. He's going to send it over to Goodrich. Goodrich with the outside jump shot is
Gail
good.
Goodrich from West.
And the ball game is tied. 52-52. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to play before halftime. The ball goes inside to Walker. Walker works in down low against Trapp. His 5-foot jump shot only goes 4 feet, and it falls short. Hairston takes the rebound for Los Angeles. LA with the basketball. They swing it around to Goodrich. Goodrich from the outside leaves that one off target, and Van Leer takes the rebound for the Bulls. LA quickly back in defense on transition, and the Bulls will have to pull it back up and set the offense as we approach the 2-minute mark to play before halftime. Van Leer's got it out on top. He's looking for Love on the inside. Love in the low post, lays it up softly. It's blocked. Nice block by Happy Hairston. Chamberlain comes out of it for LA with the rebound, and the Lakers gain possession. Inside they look to Hairston. Hairston working on Walker on the low block. Fakes left, turns right. His shot is blocked. Walker got a piece of that one. Hairston gets it back, sends it to West. West wants to penetrate. He loops his way inside. It's knocked away. He picks it back up. He shoots and misses. But he is fouled by Chet Walker, and that will be a pair of free throws for Jerry West. Minute 48 to play here in period number 2. As West hits the first of his free throws. The second shot is good, and the Lakers now lead 54-52. Under 2 to play. Bulls coming back. They look for Love. Everybody wants to look for Love on a Friday night. Love with the layup. It rolls around, no good. And Goodrich comes out with it for the Lakers. Love failed to connect on that one. So you could say it was not a Love connection. And the Lakers have possession with Goodrich. Goodrich working on Sloan on the outside, and he is fouled by Sloan. That is the first foul on Sloan, believe it or not, for all the physical play that he has accomplished here tonight. That sends Gail Goodrich to the line for 3 to make 2, and he missed the first. Both teams continue to struggle from the free throw line. Goodrich hits the second, and now he will shoot the bonus. Goodrich hits the bonus, and that puts LA on top 56-52. That 4-point advantage is equal to their largest of the night. Chicago gets it to Van Leer on the perimeter, and he's got the answer. That perimeter jump shot is good, and that pulls Chicago back to within 2. Lakers run the offense through West. West looks for a teammate, finds Hairston on the baseline. Hairston with the baseline jump shot. He left it short, but Chamberlain takes the offensive rebound. Chamberlain with a putback attempt around Ray. He lays it up around the rim and out, but he is fouled by Ray, and Chamberlain will get 3 to make 2. Of course, the way Chamberlain shoots free throws, he probably needs 5 to make 2. 1 for 2 from the line tonight, now 1 for 3 as he missed the first. The second shot is good, and he will now get the bonus. Chamberlain misses the bonus, And the rebound is taken by Chet Walker. And with 1 minute to play before halftime, the Lakers have taken a 3-point lead, 57-54. The ball is in the hands of Sloan. Sloan on the outside. Looks to back down into the lane. He takes it to the hoop against Goodrich, lays it up, and good.
Sloan, from Walker.
Sloan, a very physical player for a shooting guard. Took advantage of the smaller Goodrich on that play and pulls the Bulls to within 1 as we now have 48 seconds to play. They get it to West, working on the outside against Van Leer. West fakes a pass and drives, and West is called for the charge. That is his first personal foul, and that gives the ball back to Chicago, and the Bulls have the opportunity to regain the lead. 35 seconds to play as Van Leer sets up the Bulls on offense. They swing it around to the outside to Van Leer. He's guarded by West. 17 on the shot clock. Van Leer looks to distribute. He finds Sloan. 10 on the shot clock, and Sloan takes it into the lane. He's cut off by Chamberlain. His shot is off the back of the rim too strong, but he is fouled on the play by Trapp, and that will be free throw opportunities for Jerry Sloan, as Trapp has committed his third foul. Sloan missed the first free throw. Bulls only 6 of 12 from the line tonight. Sloan misses the second, and now he will get the bonus. He missed all 3. Oh my goodness gracious. Even Will Chamberlain has missed 3 in a row here tonight. LA with the basketball now, 18 seconds to play in the half, and they'll hold for the final shot of the period. They go to West on the outside. His jump shot is good.
Jerry West, from Hairston.
7 points, 7 assists for West on the half. Can the Bulls get anything done before the buzzer? Sloan from half court cannot get a shot off. And at the end of the first half, your score is the Lakers 59, the Bulls 56. Lots of good action there, back and forth in the first period. The leading scorer in the game for the Bulls is Bob Love with 15. Nice night, 7 of 12 field goals. Van Leer with 8 and 6 assists. Good night for the point guard. For the Lakers, it is 11 points apiece for Goodrich and Flynn Robinson off the bench. Both teams shot the basketball well, 50% or better. The free throw shooting was lousy. And everything else is pretty even. A slight edge for Los Angeles in the rebounds. Significantly higher assist total, led largely by those 7 assists from Jerry West. Everything else about even. Very evenly played game here in Game 7, as neither team has really been able to take control. Chicago led most of the first quarter. LA got back into it in the second and holds a narrow lead in the halftime break. A couple of quick channel updates. I did come on early tonight. I like the early time better, but I suspect that there's a lot of other stuff going on YouTube on this hour. I know RJL is doing his baseball. Steve Towers online doing something or other. So lots of folks online. And RJL has also been doing some late night Friday stuff too. And I hate to try and step on somebody else's broadcast. But on the other hand, everybody's broadcasting all evening. And I wanted to get Game 7 in here tonight. And I was ready to rock at 7 o'clock. And waxing poetic once again, so decided to jump online and go ahead and get things rolling here as we say good evening to Tribe Fan 879. Hope you had fun last weekend. Indeed, I did. I was able to post a couple of pictures online for those of you who are not aware of Tribe Fans Illusions. He was talking about my trip last week to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in Waterloo, Iowa. I will start by saying that Waterloo, Iowa is a very small, very quiet, very undistinguished town. I guess that's a nice way of putting it. They have the Dan Gable Museum and National Wrestling Hall of Fame with a wing dedicated to professional wrestling, where the event was hosted. Got to meet a number of my wrestling heroes from my childhood. Sergeant Slaughter was really the funniest guy and kind of stole the show. Jerry Briscoe was sort of the host and MC from the wrestling standpoint. The MC of most of the events from the museum standpoint was a fellow by the name of Chad Olson, who is my good friend and also one of the creators and historians for the Filsinger Games Legends of Wrestling card set. So great to see Chad and all of his friends, his brother Corey, and other guys from the leadership of the Filsinger Games organization. So a good time was had by all over last weekend. Thank you, Tribe Fan, for asking. Also got to meet Mark Henry. Mark Henry was the other guy that I just really enjoyed meeting. What a down-to-earth, just fun-loving guy Mark Henry is. Big smile, just couldn't be friendlier, whether it's at the merchandise table or just wandering around the hotel talking to people. Mark Henry, very, very personable guy. Enjoyed meeting him greatly. Got some good photographs and just all in all had a very good time. So yes, that was my experience at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Thank you for asking. As I mentioned earlier, I'm fighting an allergy. I'm a little bit hoarse and dry-throated and coughing. But much like Michael Jordan fighting through the flu to play in the NBA Finals, or Giannis Antetokounmpo, my new hero, who fought through a hyperextended knee and got through 2 rounds of playoffs on a gimpy leg to put up 50 points in that heroic Game 6 effort. That was awesome. And if you can't see, I've got Giannis on my wall behind me, and he is my new sports hero for 2021. All right, back to action we go. It's Game 7. It's the Bulls and Lakers. It's a 3-point game as we get ready for the second period, the second half. The starting lineups will return to the floor for both teams. McMillan has some foul trouble. Burwinkle has some foul trouble, so both teams have to be a little careful here. But it is Game 7, and they need everything they can get from every player on the court. The ball's in the air. The tip is controlled by Los Angeles as we head back to action here with the Lakers leading by 3. West has the basketball, calls a play, asks for a screen, tries to come off the screen and get the open look from the perimeter, but he cannot get it to fall. Hairston takes the offensive rebound for the Lakers. Hairston with a putback attempt. He fakes, he shoots, he misses, and Burwinkle comes out of there with it for Chicago. Missed opportunity for LA on their first possession. Now let's see what the Bulls can do. They find Walker on the perimeter. Norm Van Leer is hurting. He's holding his left wrist, but he is furiously waving to the bench that he has no intentions of coming out of this game. He's got the ball out on top. He sends it down low to Bob Love. The little jump shot by Love is blocked. Hairston swatted that. That's his 3rd block of the night. Van Leer comes out with the rebound, sends it over to Sloan. They get it down inside to Burwinkle. Burwinkle with 14 on the shot clock puts it up over Chamberlain and scores.
From Van Leer.
59-58. It's a 1-point game. Lakers with the basketball in the hands of West. He comes off the screen. He's got Burwinkle on the switch. That's a mismatch, and West buries the 15-footer.
From McMillan.
West now in double digits with 11 points to go with his 7 assists. And the Lakers are back on top by 3. Bulls send it to Walker on the baseline. He gets it over to Sloan. Sloan pulls the trigger from the perimeter, and he nails it. Nice looking jump shot by Sloan. Pulls the Bulls back to within 1. Ball goes back over to the Lakers. On the baseline with it is Hairston. He tries to take it into the lane, and he's called for the offensive foul. That's 3 on Hairston. Lakers can't afford to lose their guys in foul trouble. Hairston being a little overly aggressive on that possession. Ball goes back over to Chicago, and the Bulls now have a chance to regain the lead. They go inside to Walker. Walker backing down on McMillan with those 3 fouls. Gets it over to Sloan. Sloan with the close-in jump shot. No good, and it is rebounded by Hairston. And Hairston sends it out to West. West in transition. He's got Goodrich and McMillan on his wings. McMillan has the ball in the center of the court. It's tipped away by Sloan. It goes over to Goodrich. Goodrich has it knocked away and stolen by Van Leer. Excellent transition defense by the Bulls in that situation. Now we're seeing some issues on the chalkboard as we've got 2 Jerry Sloans on the court and no Chet Walker. They run the offense down inside to Burwinkle. Burwinkle has the very imposing Wilt Chamberlain in his face. He looks for help. He finds Sloan out on the perimeter. Sloan from the outside zips it cross court. It's off the hands of Walker and out of bounds for the turnover. Ball goes over to Los Angeles. Lakers still leading by 1. As they set up on the offense. West directs traffic. He's faced up by Van Leer. He draws the double team, and it's knocked away and stolen by Van Leer. Van Leer and Sloan want to run. They're pushing it back the other way. Van Leer dribbles to his left. Dumps it to Sloan. Sloan lays it up. Around the rim, no good. Van Leer sneaks in for the rebound, and he is going to call for the offense to reset. Offense will reset. They're going to look for Walker. Walker from the outside shoots and misses. The rebound is up for grabs. Everybody banging bodies down low, and Wilt Chamberlain comes out of there with it for Chicago. For Los Angeles. No surprise, if you're going to be banging bodies, Wilt Chamberlain's body is the biggest of them all. He comes out of there with a strong rebound and another possession for Los Angeles. Here's West. Looking to distribute. Can't find an open teammate. His 15-foot jump shot won't go. The rebound is knocked out of bounds. Possession to Chicago. Well defended on that play by Norm Van Leer. Bulls with the basketball again. They look inside to Bob Love. Butterbean posting up on Hairston. Goes to his right. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound taken out of there by Hairston for the Lakers. Lakers with the basketball now in the hands of West. He looks to McMillan on the baseline. The baseline jumper from McMillan is around the rim and out. Hairston takes the rebound off the offensive glass. Hairston's shot from in close is good.
Happy Hairston.
Strong effort by Hairston in spite of the 3 fouls, with a tough offensive rebound and a putback. And with 9 minutes to play in the third, the Lakers now lead 63-60. Bulls with the basketball. Sloan faced up by Chamberlain on the switch. Can't get a shot off. He's going to try and get it down low to Burwinkle. Burwinkle has the smaller Goodrich on him. Burwinkle's layup is good. And he is fouled by Goodrich.
Burwinkle scores from Van Leer.
Goodrich might have been better served to just give up the basket on that. Instead, Burwinkle gets the basket and the foul, and he is going to step to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game. Burwinkle connects on the free throw, and with 8 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the third, the game is tied at 63. Lakers back on offense. This has been a rugged struggle on both ends. Here's a perimeter jump shot from West. It's good.
Jerry West from Goodrich.
Goodrich really led him nicely with that pass to get West open for the jump shot, and he buried it. Every point is precious on a night like tonight, and that pass by Goodrich gives the Lakers once again a 2-point lead, 65-63. Bulls look to get back into the game. Sloan is going to drive on Goodrich, but his shot is blocked. Hairston came over and rejected that one. Van Leer pulls the offensive rebound, passes it back out for a fresh 24. They send it back over to Van Leer. He dumps it down inside to Burwinkle. Burwinkle against Chamberlain working down low. We've got a whistle on the play, and a double foul has been called, and this is huge. Love is called for the foul for Chicago, but Happy Hairston has picked up his 4th foul for the Lakers, and he is anything but happy at this point in time. LA is going to have to go to the bench. Hairston is going to have to come out, and it will be John Trapp into the game to take his place. Trapp had a productive first half, but Hairston has the 9 rebounds on the night, and they are going to miss him sorely. 65-63. Chicago trails, but they have possession. And a little emotional boost here as Happy Hairston goes to the bench again with foul trouble. Sloan to inbound as the Bulls look to tie the game. They go right inside to Love. Working against John Trapp now into the game, and the shot by Love is good.
Love from Burwinkle.
Love has 17 points, and the Bulls are definitely going to want to try everything they can to exploit that matchup as Hairston's gone to the bench. LA now with the basketball, under 8 minutes to play in period number 3. The ball goes inside to Trapp. He's well defended by Love. Trapp is going to kick it out to Goodrich on the wing, and Goodrich cannot connect on the jump shot. Sloan takes the rebound for Chicago. Bulls come back on the offense. Sloan has it on the outside against Goodrich. Sloan is going to bowl his way into the lane again. He's cut off by Chamberlain, and his shot is blocked. Chamberlain got a piece of that, but Burwinkle pulls the offensive rebound out of the air, tries to put it back home. He loses control of it out of bounds. The ball goes back over to the Lakers. We're still tied at 65 as LA sets up the offense. West on the outside tries to get it down low to Chamberlain. Chamberlain misplays it out of bounds for the turnover. Back the other way come the Bulls as they look to take the lead. They go inside to Love once again. And this time he's got it stripped and stolen by Trapp. Nice defense by Trapp. Quick outlet to Jerry West. The Lakers have a transition opportunity here. Trapp on the wing. Over to Goodrich. Goodrich down the lane, lays it up, and good.
Gail Goodrich from Trapp.
13 points now for Goodrich as he converts that slick little left-handed layup to put LA back on top by 2. 67-65, Lakers with the lead. Here's Van Leer with the outside jump shot. That's no good. Love takes the rebound, kicks it back out on top, and the Bulls will reset. Van Leer again has it outside. This time it's knocked away and stolen by West. Nicely done by Jerry West on that play. Coming back the other way, Goodrich has a look at an open jump shot, but he is fouled by Sloan before he can get the shot off. And that will just be a one-shot opportunity for Gail Goodrich. Goodrich, an outstanding free throw shooter, knocks home the free throw. And that puts LA on top by 3. 68-65 is your score. Bulls with the basketball. They get it into the hands of Sloan on the outside. On the switch, Chamberlain comes out to pick up Sloan. Sloan dumps it back out to Van Leer. Van Leer's got Jerry West all over him. Steps around West, gets into the lane, lays it up, and good. And he is fouled on the play by McMillan. And that is 4 on McMillan. So both the Los Angeles forwards are going to be out of action with foul trouble here in quarter number 3. LA is going to have to go to the bench, and it's going to be Pat Riley into the game, replacing McMillan in foul trouble. Would you look at that? 4 for McMillan, 4 for Hairston. You've also got Trapp with 3 and Goodrich with 3. Burwinkle with 3 for Chicago as the foul totals are starting to pile up in this very physical Game 7. Van Leer steps to the free throw line looking to tie the score, but his free throw rims out, and Goodrich rebounds for LA. 6:28 to play. Los Angeles still on top by 1, 68-67. The ball's in the hands of West, guarded closely by Van Leer. West is going to call his own number. His outside jump shot is around the rim and out. But we have got an offensive rebound and basket interference called on John Trapp. So wave off any basket. The ball goes over to Chicago. Still trailing by 1 with now 6:20 to play. The ball goes to Walker on the perimeter, guarded closely by West. And West tipped it away and stole it. Nicely done by the Laker defense again. Now the Lakers have numbers in transition. It's 3-on-2. It's West down the center of the court. Will he drive? Will he dish? He sends it to Riley, and Riley missed the layup. Riley missed the layup, and Jerry Sloan hustles back for the rebound for Chicago. Big play by Jerry Sloan, getting back on defense and collecting that rebound. In transition, they get it to Burwinkle down low. He's got a mismatch on Riley, but he cannot get a shot off, and he is forced to call timeout. Excuse me. Chicago with 12 to shoot as we are at the midway point of the third quarter. Bulls with the basketball. Sloan will inbound, and he's going to look inside to Bob Love. Love takes the short jump shot, leaves it short, and Chamberlain takes the rebound for the Lakers. Lakers clinging to a 1-point lead as West sets up the offense. They send it to Riley on the baseline. Riley takes it into the paint. He shoots and scores.
Pat Riley from West.
Riley got the step on Chet Walker on that play and converted to put Los Angeles up by 3. Now they go inside once again to Burwinkle. Burwinkle interior pass to Love. Love underneath the basket, lays
Love
it up and good.
From Burwinkle.
Very well set up by Burwinkle. Love converts. He's got 19 points, and it's a 1-point game again, 70-69. Los Angeles with the lead and the basketball. Goodrich has an open look from the perimeter. He pulls the trigger, and he buries it. And he's fouled on the play
Gail
by
Goodrich
Sloan.
Scores from West.
Jerry Sloan not at all happy with that call, as Goodrich is going to step to the free throw line. That is the third foul on Sloan. And Goodrich now has a chance to put LA back on top by 4. Goodrich converts the free throw, and your score is now LA 73, Chicago 69. West comes back the other way. Inside they go to Burwinkle. Back to Van Leer. Van Leer drives to the basket, and he's called for the offensive foul. That's number 2 on Van Leer. And once again, the Chicago bench and Coach Dick Motta starting to ride the officials a little harder. This is a big money, big game situation. But certainly given the foul trouble that the Lakers are experiencing, Dick Motta has no room to complain here. Here's Riley with it on the perimeter again, working against Walker. He was able to take advantage of Walker, and now he got it
Pat
again.
Riley.
It goes to the opposite hand. Sweetly lays it up and good. And that is another basket for Pat Riley, and that gives Los Angeles a 6-point lead, their biggest of the night. Under 5 to play in the third. LA on top 75-69 as Van Leer sets up the offense. Looks to distribute. Can he find an open teammate? No, he's going to have to pull the trigger himself as the shot clock is winding down. He is not able to get the shot to go, but he is fouled on the play by West. And Jerry West just bailed out Van Leer on that situation, as Van Leer was taking a tough shot, but West reached in and got him on the arm, and Van Leer will go to the free throw line. He connects on the first. The second shot by Van Leer is good. He's now got 12 points to go with 8 assists and 8 rebounds. Very solid performance by Norm Van Leer. as Chicago pulls back to within 4. 75-71. Lakers with the lead and the basketball. They've got it in the hands of West. West wants to attack. He's cut off by Love. His shot is no good, but he is fouled on the play by Sloan, and West earns 2 free throws. Nice attack by Jerry West, earns him a trip to the free throw line, but the first shot rolls off the rim and falls out. The second shot by West is good, and that puts LA on top by 5, 76-71, 4.5 minutes to play in the third. The open man for Chicago is Love. Love working in the low post. His short jump shot is blocked. Gail Goodrich got a piece of that one from behind, and Chamberlain comes out of there with the rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers looking to extend the lead. West has it out at the free throw line. His jump shot rolls around and drops. 16 points for West now. LA has opened up a 7-point lead, as we see the second units getting ready to return to action. Van Leer's got it out on top. He's guarded by West. He looks to distribute. He finds Love down low. Love working on trap. Love with the short jump shot is good.
Love from Van Leer.
Love now with 21 points, and the lead is cut to 5. 78-73, under 4 minutes to play. Lakers look inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain working down low against Burwinkle. He ball fakes, he shoots, he scores. And Burwinkle got him on the arm.
Chamberlain scores.
How about that clutch play by Wilt Chamberlain, the basket and the foul, and that is 4 on Burwinkle. Both sides now feeling the effects of the foul trouble in this physical contest. And with under 4 to play, the horn sounds, and into the game will come the second units. So Bob Weiss to run the point with Jimmy King in his backcourt. Jackie Dinkins, Howard Porter, and Clifford Ray for the Bulls. For the Lakers, Chamberlain will remain in the game to shoot the free throws. We will quickly give John Trapp a rest so that Leroy Ellis can get into the game. Pat Riley remains on the floor. Flynn Robinson and Jim Clemens will come into the backcourt. And at the next whistle, they'll probably bring Trapp back into the game. But for now, they will let Chamberlain shoot the free throw, which is no good. But he will get a second shot as a bonus. And he missed again. I'm not sure if he earned a bonus or if the referees just wanted to watch the debacle that is Wilt Chamberlain at the free throw line. Clifford Ray takes the rebound out of there for Chicago. The Bulls now facing their biggest deficit of the game. And things have gone from bad to worse, as Jackie Dinkins may have taken an elbow to the ribs or something, but he's holding the left side of his rib cage, and he is out of the game now and has been replaced by the third stringer, Kennedy McIntosh. Kennedy McIntosh, a rookie out of Eastern Michigan, seldom used, but pressed into service here in the late stages of the third quarter after the injury to Jackie Dinkins. Chicago still trailing by 7 with the basketball. 3:41 to play in the third. McIntosh to inbound. Looks to Porter on the perimeter. Porter with a mismatch out there against Leroy Ellis, but he cannot get the baseline jump shot to go, and Chamberlain takes another rebound for the Lakers. Lakers are going to push the tempo with Clemens. Clemens loves to run. Dribbling down the center of the court, he finds Riley on the wing. Back to Clemens. Clemens lays it up and good. And
Jim
he is
Clemens
fouled on the play by Weiss.
Riley.
The Lakers are opening up a big lead here as Clemens gets the hoop and the harm and a chance to make it a three-point play. Before the free throw, the whistle sounds and John Trapp returns to action, replacing Chamberlain, who will take a rest. And Clemens knocks down the free throw. And for the first time tonight, we have a double-digit lead. LA is up 83-73. And that is the greatest separation we've had in either direction in this contest. So the Lakers with Chicago with the basketball now, trailing by 10 points for the first time. Inside they look to McIntosh. McIntosh turns it over as it's stripped away and stolen by Riley. Lakers look to extend the lead. They go to Riley on the outside, working on McIntosh, the rookie. Goes to his left, shoots and scores. Actually, he missed that one, and give Ellis credit for the tip-in. But Riley is just abusing this rookie in the first 30 seconds of play here, and the Lakers now are on top by 12. Weiss from the outside can't hit. Robinson with the rebound for LA. Lakers on a run, looking to extend the lead, as now they've got Flynn Robinson open from the perimeter. He can't get that one to fall, and McIntosh takes the rebound for the Bulls. Quickly, an outlet to Weiss. The Bulls want to run. Weiss dribbles to his left, gets into the lane, dumps it to Ray down low, and Ray slams it home.
Ray, from Weiss.
Nice setup there by Weiss to get Ray open for the layup and cut the deficit back to 10. Los Angeles needs stops. LA goes to Riley on the baseline. Sends it out to Robinson, and Robinson turned it over. Nice defense there by Jimmy King to force the turnover, and Chicago regains possession. They still trail by 10, but they got the stop that they needed to try and stem the tide of this Laker run. The home fans here in Los Angeles are on their feet, cheering for their team, hoping to bring home a championship. McIntosh with it on the inside, working hard against Riley in the paint. And again, he turns it over. This time, Clemens picked his pocket. And the Lakers take possession. Once again, they go to Riley on the baseline, trying to take McIntosh to school. But this time, McIntosh picks his pocket. Kennedy McIntosh is not to be taken lightly, announcing his presence with authority with that steal from Pat Riley. Now McIntosh has it on the inside, kicks it out to Weiss. Weiss over to King. King open with a look off the screen, cannot get the shot to fall. Ellis takes the rebound for Los Angeles. LA with the basketball leading by 10. We're now into the final 2 minutes of play in the third period. Flynn Robinson's got an open look from the perimeter. Instead, he tries to pass it down low to Trapp, and his pass is stolen by Bob Weiss. Nice defense by Weiss, the backup point guard, and now Weiss comes the other way, beats the defense back, and drains a little 12-foot jump shot to pull the Bulls back to within 8. Minute 22 in the third. As the Lakers go inside to Ellis. Ellis working on Clifford Ray, has it knocked out of bounds. LA retains possession with 14 on the shot clock. They get it into John Trapp down low. Trapp and Porter still banging bodies. Trapp inside with the layup. It's blocked. Clifford Ray came over on the help, got the block. McIntosh takes the rebound out of there for Chicago. Bulls trying to cut into the deficit. They get it into the hands of McIntosh. He sends it down low to Clifford Ray. Ray back out to Weiss. Gets it back down low, and he is slapped by Ellis. A slapping foul. How often do we see slapping fouls in the NBA? As Clifford Ray goes to the free throw line, the Bulls are in the bonus, so he will get 2 shots as that foul took place on the floor. Ray connects on the first. The second free throw by Ray is offline, and Riley takes the rebound for LA. The lead now is 7, 85-78, under a minute to play in the third quarter. LA sets up the offense. They go to Riley on the perimeter. Riley has had good success attacking the glass. He dribbles into the lane this time. There's a collision with Weiss. There's no call. Riley. And Riley lays it up and good. Weiss tried the flop. The refs weren't buying it, and that left Riley with the open layup. LA back on top by 9, 87-78. Chicago with the basketball. They send it to Weiss on the outside. Gets it to McIntosh down low. The short jumper by McIntosh is no good, but Clifford Ray pulls the rebound out of there for the Bulls. And with 20 seconds to play, Ray is going to try for the putback. There's a whistle, and Ray's called for the offensive foul. He got that left arm out away from his body, stuck his elbow into the chest of Leroy Ellis, and gets whistled for the offensive foul. And with 17 seconds to play, LA has the basketball, leading by 9. They'll hold for the final shot of the period. LA sets up the offense. Running down the clock, they get it to Trapp in the low post. His short jump shot is blocked by Ray. Ellis comes out of there with it for Los Angeles. Can he get a putback attempt off? And they cannot get it to fall. And that is the end of the third quarter. And as you can tell, fans, I'm getting a little raspy, and I'm going to grab a refill on my glass of water and put up the third quarter box score here and take a brief break. We will be back momentarily with the fourth quarter of Game 7 of the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League Finals. I'll be right back. All right, basketball fans, we are back, and we are ready for the fourth quarter of play. Thank you for sticking it out, as your humble broadcaster had to go empty out the sinuses, refill the water glass, and we are ready to rock in quarter number 4. Before we move to the fourth quarter, let's take a look at our box score. LA enjoyed a 28-22 scoring advantage in the third period and opened up the 9-point lead. Goodrich with 17, Jerry West with 16 points, 9 assists. And if we look at the scoring by quarter in the third, LA with a balanced attack. 7 from West, 6 from Goodrich, 6 big points off the bench for Pat Riley, with valuable minutes contributed due to the foul trouble experienced by Jim McMillan. For Chicago, Love with 6 points to lead the Bulls, but he's really going to have to step up here in the fourth quarter and bring his team back. Burwinkle with 5. Chet Walker also very quiet. It's been a quiet night all along for Chet Walker. And they need both Love and Walker to really, really step it up if they're going to keep pace with this Laker ball club. So remaining in the game for Chicago will be their second unit, including the third stringer Kennedy McIntosh, forced into the game after the injury to Jackie Dinkins. And for the Lakers, they are going to have to continue to juggle the foul trouble and fatigue in their backups, as Riley and Trapp were forced to log additional time due to the foul trouble from the starting forwards McMillan and Hairston. But we're ready for the final 12 minutes of the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season in Game 7, with the championship on the line and the Lakers hoping to cruise to victory here in the fourth quarter, leading by 9 in front of their home crowd here at the LA Forum. The referee tosses the ball up, and Los Angeles controls the tip. They're going to go outside to Riley, guarded by McIntosh, and Riley from the perimeter this time.
Riley
Hits the wide open jumper, and once again he takes the rookie to school. Big minutes here from Pat Riley. Puts LA on top by 11, 89-78. The open man for Chicago down low is Ray, but he cannot get the shot to fall, and Trapp takes the rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers will walk it back the other way as the Bulls hustle back in transition. Action continues for the Lakers, now leading by 11, as Riley brings it into the front court. Sends it over to Clemens. Now they go down low to Trapp. Trapp tries to work his way free in the lane against Porter. His 10-foot shot is blocked by Clifford Ray and rebounded by Kennedy McIntosh. Now the Bulls have a transition opportunity, but they are going to pull it back because they don't have the horses to run against this transition defense for the Lakers. So Weiss pulls it out and sets up the offense. He dribbles into the front court and sends the ball over to King on the perimeter. King wants to attack. Shot clock winding down. He's cut off by Trapp. His shot is blocked. Ellis swatted that one away. Trapp picks the rebound for LA, and the Lakers now want to run. They've got the horses. They've got Clemens and Riley and Robinson on the break.
Flynn Riley from Clemens.
And on the break, it is Riley who takes the pass from Clemens, lays it up, and good. Excuse me, that would be Flynn Robinson who scored that. Once again, we're seeing some chalkboard issues. Now we've got 2 Pat Rileys on the floor at times. My goodness, I am so sorry. All right, it is a 13-point lead for Los Angeles. Chicago with the basketball, as Jim King has gone to the bench with another ribs injury. And Jerry Sloan back into the game for Chicago. Weiss running the offense. Top of the key, defended by Clemens. He takes the jump shot from the elbow and scores it.
From Ray.
The Bulls needed that from Weiss. Now they need a stop on the defensive end, as Riley is going to go back to work on McIntosh. He sees the opening, but he has it knocked away and stolen by Bob Weiss. And Chicago gets the stop they need. Weiss dribbles into the front court. Looks down low to Clifford Ray. Ray working on the inside. Shoots from in close and scores.
Ray, from Weiss.
That is double digits now for Clifford Ray. And Chicago has pulled back to within 9. The Bulls grinding it out as the Lakers go inside to Trapp. And Trapp steps around Porter, lays it up and good. LA back on top by 11. Here's Sloan on the outside, bowling his way into the lane. His layup is good.
Sloan, from Ray.
Nice pass by Clifford Ray to set that one up. Chicago back to within 9. Los Angeles content to trade baskets here and watch the time tick away. We're down under 10 minutes to play. As Lakers go inside to Ellis. He gets jammed up in the paint and throws it away. Porter takes it away. Quick outlet to Bob Weiss. The Bulls have numbers in transition. They've got Sloan on the baseline. Sends it back to Weiss in the center of the floor, and Weiss lays it up and good.
From Sloan.
Chicago on a run now. They've pulled to within 7, 93-86. And here's Clemens with a wild shot from the outside. That's no good. Trapp tips it away. Clemens takes the offensive rebound and passes it back out. The Lakers will reset. LA catches a break on that play. After a bad shot by Clemens, they steal the offensive rebound. Now Riley wants to take it to the hoop again. He steps around McIntosh. He gets into the lane. There's a collision. The shot's no good. And Sloan takes the rebound. Riley wanted the foul. The referees didn't want to hear it. As Sloan takes the rebound for Chicago, and the Bulls come back looking to cut further into the lead. Sloan brings it up. The pass goes out on top to Weiss, back over to Sloan. Sloan wants to go on the attack. He steps around Robinson. He gets into the lane. He collides with Ellis. The layup is no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul, and that is going to go against Leroy Ellis. And that will be 2 shots for Jerry Sloan. The first shot for Sloan is good, and that cuts the lead to 6. Plenty of time for the Bulls to get back into this one. As the horn sounds and back into the game is going to come Happy Hairston, as John Trapp is too tired to be effective anymore, and they're just going to have to take their chances with Hairston and the 4 fouls. Sloan connects on the free throw, and that cuts the lead to 5. 93-88 is the lead for Los Angeles. They have the basketball, 9 minutes to play in the game. The open man for LA is Flynn Robinson, and Flynn Robinson shoots the jump shot and scores and draws the foul.
Flynn Riley scores, from Riley.
Flynn Robinson gets the basket and the foul, and will go to the line. And here again, we've got 2 Rileys in the game once again. But I believe that is Flynn Robinson who connected on that one, because he sits in the, and now they're calling him Flynn Riley. Oh, goodness. We got Flynn Riley and Pat Riley in the game for the Lakers. The free throw by Riley is good. Yes, Clinton Parks is online. Calling in from Bermuda Dunes, Dr. Gil Morgan nails a 31-foot putt to move into 8th place in the second round of the California Classic. Thank you, Clinton Parks, for the update. It's good to see you here in the chat room. As Riley hits the free throw and puts Los Angeles on top by 8. Bulls with the basketball. They get it into Sloan. Sloan working on Flynn Robinson on the outside. Shows and goes. Tries to get it to McIntosh. It's out of bounds for the turnover. Ball goes over to Los Angeles. And with that, the horn sounds, and the Bulls are coming back with their starters. Foul trouble or no, it's an 8-point deficit with just over 8 minutes to play. And it is do or die time for the Bulls with the championship on the line. The Lakers will come back with McMillan. They're going to try to squeeze another minute or so of rest for the remainder of the starters as they're nursing a big lead here. But Trapp and Riley have done their duties and performed well off the bench to help Los Angeles build this 8-point lead with 2 of their key players on the bench in foul trouble. LA with the basketball now. Clemens takes the outside jump shot. That's no good. He gets his own rebound, and the offense will reset. Clemens looks outside to Flynn Robinson. From the outside, his jump shot is short. And Clemens with another offensive rebound. Jim Clemens doing it all by himself on this possession. Now he's going to look down low to McMillan. McMillan in the middle, unloads from point-blank range and scores it. And he's fouled on the play by Sloan. Big play by McMillan as he comes off the bench to get the hoop and the foul and a chance at a 3-point play. And into the game will come Jerry West. And the Lakers are just going to come back with all of their starters now as they are primed and ready to go for the kill. McMillan hits the free throw. LA back on top by 11, 99-88. Victory is within reach if they can hold on to this lead for the next 8 minutes. Chicago on the attack with Van Leer. Van Leer gets into the lane. Dishes it out to Love. Gets it back. His shot is good.
Love from Van Leer.
Actually, Love on the shot. And give the assist to Van Leer. He's now got 12 points, 10 assists to go with 8 rebounds. Van Leer in reach of a triple-double here. Coming back the other way, Goodrich has an open look from the perimeter, and he buries it.
Gail Goodrich from West.
Give the assist to West. He's now got a double-double. And Goodrich with 19 points to lead the Lakers. Inside, the Bulls go the other way to Love. Love down low working on McMillan. His shot is no good. And Chamberlain takes the rebound for Los Angeles. LA will walk it back the other way. They lead now by 11. And they're content to work some clock here. West takes it into the front court. Sends it to McMillan on the baseline. The perimeter jump shot from McMillan. No, we've got a double foul. And once again, it's Love and Hairston getting tangled up. And Hairston has picked up his 5th foul. But I think LA is going to have to go to the bench. This time they will bring in Leroy Ellis to spell Hairston and let Hairston cool his heels and regain his composure on the bench after he got mixed up with Bob Love and picked up a very unnecessary 5th foul. Lakers still have the basketball. They still lead by 11 as we close in on 7 minutes to go in the game. Jerry West has it out on top. He looks for help. He sends it to McMillan. McMillan with the baseline jump shot. But he can't get it off in time. And that is a 24-second shot clock violation. Chicago gets the stop. Can they convert and cut into the lead? They've got a mismatch down low as Burwinkle comes off a screen. He's got West on his hip. Burwinkle turns. He shoots. He scores. And he is fouled on the play by Jerry West. Big play by Burwinkle. He goes to the line with an opportunity at a 3-point play. And Burwinkle missed the free throw. It's rebounded by Ellis. It's slapped away and stolen by Jerry Sloan. Big play by Jerry Sloan on the steal to gain another possession for Chicago here. 101-92 is your score. They get it to Walker on the perimeter. The perimeter jump shot from Walker. He loses it. He gets it back. He shoots and scores.
Sloan, from Borwinkle.
Chet Walker gets the basket. He's got 9 points now on the night, and they're going to need him down the stretch. Here's a shot by Jerry West on the ensuing possession. That's no good. And Burwinkle takes the rebound for Chicago. Chicago's pressure defense derailed the LA Lakers on that one. Here's Van Leer out on top with another jump shot, and he
Sloan,
scores it.
From Van Leer.
Another basket in the lead just that quickly has been cut to 5. 101-96. We're at the midway point of the third quarter, and the Bulls are on a run. Here's a shot again from West. His shot again misses, and Sloan takes another rebound for the Bulls. The Bulls with another possession. Sloan brings it up. Sends it to Love on the perimeter. Down to Burwinkle. Cross court to Love for the perimeter jump shot. He cannot get it to go. Ellis takes the rebound for Los Angeles. That's a big stop for the Lakers. They continue to lead by 5. Goodrich with the ball now for the Lakers. He calls for it on the perimeter. He's 18 feet out. He tries to get into the lane. He's cut off by Sloan. He stops, he pops, he scores, and he gets the foul
Gail
on
Goodrich
Sloan.
Scores from West.
What a clutch play by Gail Goodrich. He's got 21 points now to lead the Lakers, and he is headed to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play. Goodrich, a very steady free throw shooter, hits that one, and that stretches the lead back out to 8. 104-96, under 5.5 to play. Chicago running out of time if they're going to make a run here to get back into this one. Inside they go to Walker. Working on McMillan in the lane. We've got a whistle, and that's an offensive foul against Chet Walker, and that is his 5th. Oh my goodness. Chicago coach Dick Motta is beside himself at that call at this point in the game, and I can't say that I blame him. LA with the basketball, they lead by 8. They're looking to stretch it back to double digits as they go to Goodrich on the perimeter. Goodrich pulls the trigger on another. No, he's got it tipped away and stolen by Jerry Sloan. Sloan fleeces him, says the play-by-play guy. And that's a big steal and a big stop for the Bulls. Van Leer brings the ball up for Chicago. Sends it down low to Burwinkle. Burwinkle tries to find Love. They get the ball inside
Sloan,
to Walker, and Walker
Sloan.
lays it up and good. 13 now for Chet Walker. The lead is cut to 6. Walker coming up big here in the 4th. LA runs the offense through West. West with the basketball out on the perimeter. He drives to the basket, and he's called for the offensive foul. Boy, that drive option really is unpredictable in this game. And West is called for the foul. That is his 4th. And it is a 6-point game with 4.5 to play. Chicago with the basketball looking to cut into the lead. Inside they look to Chet Walker again. They want to get him down low against McMillan. McMillan has the foul trouble. The shot from Jerry Sloan is no good, but he's fouled by Ellis, and it will be Jerry Sloan going to the free throw line with 2 shots for Chicago. Not a smart foul by Leroy Ellis. And with 4:20 to play, Sloan connects on the first free throw to cut the lead to 5. And that's going to bring Happy Hairston back into the game, as everybody else on the LA bench is facing fatigue. So they're going to have to go with Hairston in the 5 fouls, as Jerry Sloan hits the second free throw to cut the lead to 4. 104-100. LA needs to get their offense in gear. They work it down low to Hairston. Hairston covered tightly by Love. That's a tough matchup. They send it out to Goodrich on the perimeter. Goodrich sees an opening, drives, lays it up and good.
Gail Goodrich from West.
What a clutch play by West, finding Goodrich on the dive to the hoop. Goodrich takes the perfect pass, lays it up and good. And LA back on top by 6. 106-100, 4 minutes to play. Here's Chet Walker with an open look from the perimeter, but he left it too strong. And Hairston takes his 10th rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers will walk it back the other way. We're under 4 minutes. LA nursing a 6-point lead as West brings it into the front court. Open on the perimeter is Goodrich. Over to McMillan. McMillan with the baseline. No, he drives and has it stolen away by Chet Walker. Big defensive play by Walker. Outlet to Van Leer. Van Leer wants to run. The Bulls have numbers. It's 3-on-2 as Van Leer dribbles down the center of the court. Dumps it off to Love, and Love slams it home with the left hand.
Love from Van Leer.
Bob Love coming up big with the fast break layup. 106-102. It's coming down to the wire. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your grandparents. As Jerry West turns it over, and the lead, the ball goes back over to Chicago. They've got a chance to cut it to 2. 106-102. Chicago with the basketball, trailing by 4. They look inside to Love. Can they get it to him down on the block? No, it's stolen away by West. Van Leer was looking for the entry pass. Jerry West picked his pocket. That is a huge defensive play for Jerry West. It goes over to Goodrich on the wing. 18 on the shot clock, 3:08 on the game clock. LA with the basketball, leading by 4. They run a screen inside for McMillan. He's got Van Leer on his hip. That's a mismatch. Can they get the shot to him? He cannot deliver, but he is fouled on the play by Van Leer. And that will be 2 free throws for McMillan. But that was a smart foul because McMillan had an open look and a mismatch on Van Leer. And Van Leer did the right thing to commit that foul, prevent McMillan from getting the basket. He's going to have to earn these at the free throw line. He does hit the first, as both teams are just gassed. Guys are holding their hands on their knees across the court on both sides. McMillan misses the second free throw. The rebound is taken by Van Leer. And Chicago has the basketball with 3 minutes to play. They now trail by 5. They need a basket here. They go to Jerry Sloan. Sloan bullies his way past Goodrich, gets into the lane, has the ball knocked away, picks it up, shoots and misses. And McMillan takes the rebound for LA. An empty possession for the Bulls in the clutch as LA comes back leading by 5, under 3 minutes to play. Here's McMillan. McMillan back to West. West throws it away. Another turnover for Los Angeles. That has been their undoing in the games where they have struggled in this series. Chicago with a chance to take advantage. They trail by 5, under 2.5 to play. Open on the perimeter is Chet Walker. Walker's going to pull the trigger. He misses badly. And Hairston takes the rebound for the Lakers. Another empty possession for the Bulls down the stretch. LA will once again walk it back the other way. 2:20 to play. LA leading by 5 with the basketball. Chicago needs another stop here. LA sends it into Hairston. Hairston working on the baseline. 8 on the shot clock. Hairston will pull the trigger from the baseline, and it's tipped by Love. Love with the block. Jerry Sloan takes the rebound. Quick outlet to Van Leer. The Bulls want to run. Down the left side of the court goes Jerry Sloan. Cross courts it. The layup is blocked by Chamberlain. What a recovery by Chamberlain. And Chamberlain takes the rebound. A huge defensive stop by Will Chamberlain. As LA comes back the other way. West is wide open in the lane, but he kicks it out of bounds again. Oh my goodness gracious. Sensational defense, lousy offense by the Lakers on that stretch. Chicago once again has the basketball. We're under 2 minutes to play, but it remains a 5-point deficit, 107-102. Both teams sputtering down the stretch. They are fatigued from a tough, physical 7-game series. They have battled it out, up one side and down the other. And it all comes down to this. 2 minutes to play, a 5-point deficit. Chicago with the basketball. Where will they look for offense? Their key guy tonight has been Bob Love. Can they get it to him? He gets it in the paint. He drops it. And it's taken away by Hairston. Another empty possession for Chicago. They have just not been able to get the points they need to get back over the hump. And the Lakers defense rises to the occasion again. West brings it up the other way. The shot clock is down to 7. The game clock is down to 1:30. They get it to Goodrich on the perimeter. His shot from deep is no good. And Sloan comes out of there with the rebound for Chicago. Hope springs eternal for the Bulls. They trail by 5. 1.5 minutes to play. Still time to make something happen. As Van Leer brings the ball up. They send the offense down low to Love. Chamberlain picks him up on the switch. Can he get a shot off? No, he cannot. As Chamberlain forces another turnover, the Lakers defense has risen to the occasion here down the stretch in Los Angeles. We are down to 1 minute, 1 second to play, and LA with a 5-point lead, and Chicago is running out of time. Can the Lakers find the dagger here? West and Goodrich playing 2-man game on the outside, and Van Leer commits the foul on West, and West will shoot a pair of free throws. We're in the final minute now. The lead is 5, and West missed the free throw. How this guy ever got the name Mr. Clutch, I do not know, because he has gotten turnovers and missed free throws here in the fourth, and pretty much single-handedly allowed Chicago to keep this game within striking distance. West hits the second free throw. That puts the lead to 6, as Chicago is going to have to work quickly to get something done here. They go inside to Love. He's their go-to guy. He takes the lob and slams it home.
Love, from Van Leer.
That cuts the lead to 4, but we're down under 50 seconds to play. LA wants to burn some clock, and Van Leer fouls Goodrich. And Goodrich will get 2 plus the bonus here. He hits the first. That brings the lead to 5, 109-104. The second shot by Goodrich is good. He's now got 26 points. He leads the Lakers. And LA now on top by 6, with time ticking away from the Bulls. Once again, they look to Love. Love with the baseline jumper. That's too strong. The rebound is taken out of there by Chet Walker. Walker with the putback attempt. He lays it up and good.
Sloan.
The Lakers stepped away, and Walker converted, but we're down to 36 seconds and a 4-point lead. LA wants to hold the ball, and this time West is fouled by Bob Love. West goes to the free throw line. Can he put the nail in the coffin here? He hits the first. That makes it a 3-possession game, and that is pretty much going to end the suspense, in my opinion. West missed the second. The rebound is taken by Burwinkle. The deficit is 5 with 34 seconds to play. Van Leer brings it up. Quickly they go back inside to Bob Love. Love in the lane with a short jump shot. It's off the iron, no good. McMillan takes the rebound for Los Angeles. And now the shot clock is turned off, and the Lakers just want to play keep away. They get it to Goodrich at the top of the key. Goodrich is going to send it back over to West. Now they force the ball into the hands of Chamberlain, and Chamberlain is fouled by Love. So good effort there by Chicago to force the possession into the hands of Chamberlain. West was double teamed. He had no place else to go. Quickly, Love fouls Chamberlain, and Chamberlain hits the first free throw. It's all going right for the Lakers here down the stretch. They're now up by 6. 21 seconds to play as Chamberlain misses the second. The rebound is taken by Jerry Sloan, but with only 21 seconds to play, the Bulls are going to need a miracle. This is before the era of the three-point shot. So you've got to earn your points the hard way. Here's another layup, and that's good for Bob Love. He's got 29, but the Lakers just played the Matador defense on that one and didn't want to commit a foul. The clock continues to run. We're down to 12 seconds. They get the ball over to Goodrich. He's going to hold on to it. He wants to let the clock expire, but he's fouled by Jerry Sloan. And that will send Goodrich to the line with 11 seconds to play. The lead is 4 as Goodrich steps up to the line and connects on the first. Goodrich hits them both. And that puts the lead back to 6. 114-108. 11 seconds to play. As the open man for Chicago is Chet Walker. Walker on the inside cannot get the runner to go. Burwinkle grabs the rebound. Burwinkle quickly on the putback attempt. Cannot get that one to go, and that is going to be your game. And that is going to be your runtime error once again. So, all right, that concludes the game. LA wins the ball game 114-108. They are your world champions for the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season, but it was a much harder struggle than anybody expected as the Bulls pushed this one to 7 games and kept the 7th game close down the stretch, but just could not find the points they needed to overcome the deficit. And LA holds on for a 114-108 victory in the series finale. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. Your player of the game and your MVP of the series is going to be Gail Goodrich for Los Angeles. He was the steadying influence. West struggled with turnovers. Although he put up good assist numbers, he turned the ball over quite often, and it was Gail Goodrich with his outside shooting, even in the face of a tough defender like Jerry Sloan, who enabled the Lakers to win Game 7 and win the series here on their home court as the Lakers celebrate. Disappointment in Chicago. Bob Love with a stellar night, 29 points. Chet Walker contributed 15. A double-double for Norm Van Leer with 12 points, 13 assists. And Jerry Sloan with 12 points and 10 assists. And that concludes your 1971-72 Epic Basketball League season. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Clinton Parks, Tribe Fan, JT, Captain Carl, Dave Gardner, good crowd here tonight as we bid farewell to the season. And I am going to have to do some things here in the off season before we come back with another season of the Epic Basketball League. And in recent weeks, I have been very disappointed in the performance of Action PC Basketball. I know Dave Gardner and other people love this game, but we've seen these runtime errors at the end of every game. The last 5 playoff games have ended in runtime errors. We've seen problems with the chalkboard. We saw problems tonight on both sides of the court with players being mislabeled. And as you can see on the screen right now, we've got Jerry Sloan on the court twice. And that's actually supposed to be Chet Walker on the lower half of the screen. We saw the same thing happen earlier with Pat Riley and Flynn Robinson, as their names got confused by the computer. So this software does leave some things to be desired, and I am going to have to wrap this league up and send it over to Dave Cook and see if we can't recover our playoff stats and see if we can't recover the league database and get this software whipped back into shape for 1972-73. So it'll be a couple of weeks before we have any basketball back on the line. Of course, we'll still have my Journey with Jesus on Sunday, and we'll have some Heartland Wrestling back on the channel sometime in the very near future. As we say thank you to Captain Carl for his farewell greetings. Once again, your final score tonight from Los Angeles, Game 7 of the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League Championship. Game 7 and your championship final go to the Los Angeles Lakers. Congratulations to Gail Goodrich and the Lakers. Thank you to everybody who tuned in throughout the season to see these wonderful old-time NBA competitive ball games. And on behalf of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.